Hi and welcome to Movies Remastered. Now today's going to be a great little video, but before I get into it I just want to say a massive thank you about my last video. It's had 100% feedback, the positivity's been amazing, and I've now got 3 new fan editors helping me do the coloration on some of those scenes I was struggling with. So thank you all so much for that. And also thanks to everybody that's subscribing. I'm getting ever closer to this 1,000 subs to unlock the community tab, so if you haven't already, push the little button down there, subscribe, so I can add a communication with you guys and help you do polls, or you can help me answer some questions about some scenes that I'm 50-50 on. But let's jump into today's video, and it's when Rey tries to heal, or actually heals the serpent in this scene. So we're in Premiere Pro, and as I said in my other video, I'm having a lot of copyright issues with Disney blocking my videos, so I can't show you the original scene. So what I'm going to try and do is just walk you through it to give you a refresher, and then show you my edit, and hopefully that'll get through the copyright system. So here's the serpent scene here, and for me this was one of the first scenes that I edited. I was sitting in the cinema and it was almost like I could hear Luke's voice, you know, before the scene even happened. I was like, oh right, they're going to do a callback, but they never did. So the original scene is like this. So Finn's got the saber, Poe's got the blaster, and Rey has now had some kind of connection with this serpent, and she knows it's not a threat. So it plays out. Is it going to let me do it? Okay, so we're just going to have to do it like this. So it looks quite aggressive, but Rey tells everyone to back off. Poe wants to use his blaster. Finn says no, basically try and trust Rey. And then we get to see the wound, and Rey then steps in, and then we see everyone's still on a little bit uneasy. So it's this bit. Now for me, that should have been a callback for The Last Jedi. I physically heard Luke saying, close your eyes, breathe, and reach out. But it didn't happen. So we got this scene here. If you're hearing some whistling, I've got another storm outside, so it's a bit bad out there. So in this scene, she reaches out first, then it comes to her, then she closes her eyes and breathes, and then does the force healing. Now it's this part that I've used. I've split this into 2 and I've slowed it down for my shot. So you get the nice pan in for tension. Rey breathes, and then she heals. So it's slightly backwards to where I wanted it to be, but the potential of having that callback is there. Now I really think that the Rise of Skywalker almost retconned a lot of stuff that was going on in The Last Jedi, and there wasn't that connectivity between those two. I know J.J. Abrams did Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker, but he really didn't like to connect too much in there. There's a few, but this is what I'm trying to do in my edit. I'm trying to marry the 3 sequels together. I'm also trying to bring in lots from the prequels and the OT. So it is the end of a saga in this movie. We're going to have reflections of all 9 movies up until this point in this one movie. So this is how am I going to do this? Okay, let's try and figure this out. So that was the original. So now let's try and show you my version. Now I might be able to show you this. We'll play around with it. We'll see. So let's do this. I might have to start it. So we'll talk you through it. But you can see down here, this is where all my edits are, and under here, oh, gone a bit quick. Under here is some audio that I've imported from The Last Jedi. So let's try and play it out. If it's jumpy, then it got blocked and I've had to cut it. So in this version, we've got the serpent coming in. You can see the cuts here. So there's now a cut. I used that in a later scene. I'm just going to pause that there because the music's coming in. I'm going to forward it to this bit. So Finn still says to Poe, hold on, you know, let's trust Rey, and this is where the changes are. Really hope this. I'm going to turn my music up to try and get around this. So now I've used this shot twice, but I've done a pan in slowly. So we see the serpent. So she now reaches out and heals it. So let's play that back. So what I've done, as you saw in the original, I've reversed a lot of those scenes. So I've now halved this scene. As you can see here, I've cut it in half so the pan goes in slowly, but I've doubled the frame rate, so it's now twice as long. So I can now cut that in half and use it later on to build more tension. So now we have this section, and I've flipped that now, so Rey now closes her eyes like what Luke says, where before she reached out first. Then she breathes. Then that's the other shot again that I've got in just to fill a little bit of a gap, because we don't want to keep seeing Rey all the time. And then we hear Luke say, reach out. So just some really subtle changes in there, just so we do a callback for Luke. So I'm just going to play that one more time. Oh yeah, what else I did is this part here. Now I'm not sure if the mic's going to pick it up, because I don't want to have it too loud because of the music copyright, but let's see. It's very subtle. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. Let's see if I can find the original clip. There it is. Can you hear that? Now what I've done, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Let's try and turn it up a bit. So what that is, that's actually a sound effect of someone cutting meat in reverse. So I've had to go on the internet, find some people chopping meat up, find out a nice section that goes with that, because there wasn't really a healing sound when it comes to the serpent. So what I've done is just added that little effect of cutting meat in reverse, so we can visually see the healing and hear the healing at the same time. You just hear that. And then what I've done is I've got Luke isolated. So I took the music away from the Last Jedi version, and I've now just got the pure clean vocals like this.
Close your eyes. Breathe. Now, reach out.
I don't know if you've noticed there as well, I've also added a slight touch of reverb and some echo, so it kind of matches when Obi-Wan reached out to Luke. When the Force goes speak to people, it's kind of got that slight delay. So I've added those two effects to that audio as well. Now if you want to know how to strip out music and vocals from the original soundtrack, I've got a really great technique on how to do that really quickly. You don't need a program, you don't need any knowledge in sound or anything. So if you want to see that video, leave a comment below. Now I've done loads and loads of different scenes to this, but I just want to do this a quick scene today. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, I'm still absolutely exhausted. I'm not sleeping well. I just want to get this project done. So I'm just going to play that through one more time just to show you. Let's hopefully not get this copywritten. just going to stop that bit there. And there's some other bits that I'll leave for another video. But like I say, I'm trying to really link these movies together, so it does seem like they had a plan in it. Does feel like, you know, 7, 8 and 9 were all pre-written beforehand, and I'm putting in loads of little details like that to kind of link them all together. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Help me get to that 1,000. Just a quick video today, guys. I'm sorry it's nothing too crazy, but thank you so much for all the positive feedback so far. I'll hopefully try and do a more in-depth dive in the next one. But anyway, take care of yourself. Subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Take care.